Welcome back. What's happening? Welcome back to a hardcore exploration series. So we found ourselves a little sleeping bag in the corner of Bunker Hill, which apparently it's free to use. I had a little look around to try to set somewhere up.
Fine place to sleep right here. Reasonable rate.
Well, thanks. It was basically free. Some kind of motel?
I prefer the term flop house, but don't tell my pa that. Gets him mad. When caravans pull into town, they need a place to sleep, so we rent out all the beds we can. So did you want one?
No, I'm good. No thanks.
Someone will grab the room. Someone always does.
I'm interested in trading though.
Hey, you. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
Railroad?
The freedom fighters, willing to risk their lives for sins. And that means they fight the Institute. Only ones that do.
What? You think that's noble or some bullshit? That just makes them idiots. No son of mine is going to throw his life away with those lunatics.
Okay. I mean, it's your son's choice though, isn't it?
See? Now that's some advice. We got a business. You know how lucky we are?
I was
And
talking
don't
about
wanna
you.
Throw it away.
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save sins?
Might as well go off and join the Death Claw Preservation Society.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting some
Where are my
service.
manners? If you want a drink, talk to me. Need a bed? Well, hit up Numbskull over there.
So, I'm not sure what we can sell here. You know how sometimes they don't let you sell stuff? Oh yeah, we want to keep a lot of this stuff, don't we? I mean, I don't need two of these. I did want to take the sight off of this one. No, I do want to take the sight off of it. So, I guess we don't actually have that much to sell. Oh yeah, okay, I'll tell you what, sell these two. Oh, should I keep one? No, because they're really heavy. I'll probably regret that at some point in the future. Okay, you can keep the 10 caps. It's fine. So now we've got a lot more space. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a hardcore exploration series. We are once again, well, trying not to die.
Silent type, huh? Just don't cause any trouble.
What's happening?
Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
Fair enough. So obviously we need to deposit some of the gear that we've got. We are a fair little way from our base there. Although I suppose we're not actually too far away from it, are we? Let's head towards home and see if there are any other locations on the map. Free food, apparently. They told me just before they said it was free. I could take whatever I wanted. So yeah, there's a few locations we can check out along the way. We also need water because we don't have any. We just don't have any water on us. So let's maybe head down here and get some nice clean water. Oh, we only had one bottle. So that's the problem, essentially. Ooh. Now the problem here is, well, it's always the same problem. You know, we don't have a lot of inventory space. Do I have any levels? No. I think I'm going to focus on leveling up our capacity soon. Now, this food here increases agility. One of these that we had increased our carry capacity. I don't know what it was, though. I feel like that one might do it. But it only... Oh, increases for 60 minutes. Did that work? I don't know. Anyway, I've eaten them both. We had something before that did it. Anyway, let's go and have a little look in here. Now, obviously...
Payback time, boogeyman. What the hell was that?
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff in here. And I'll take what I can, but... Did I just see a leg on the stairway? I feel like I did. This fires 38 rounds, okay. It's a nice gun, but it's got a very slow reload animation.
Hiding from me? Not even possible.
Okay, so we just picked up... Ooh. What was that weigh? 7. Probably not really worth it. There are much better guns on the way to us, guys. It seems that the level that we just reached recently, yeah, boosted some of their weapon spawns. Okay, there's some weird stuff going on in here, but let's have a little look outside.
What the fuck was that?
This guy talking in his sleep. I'll take it. Sometimes you just gotta leap before you look, you know? Or rather, leap before you think. Anyway, that was the quick way down. Okay, so we're heading off this way. And that was an area that we've cleared. But, you know. Let's push it a little bit further. Ah, the laser sight seems to be a little bit smaller in the light. Interesting. We should be able to make it a bit smaller. Not the laser sight, the reticle, the dot in the middle of the sight. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Excuse me, here. So we've got two lots of addictol we can make. Some of these recipes are doubled up. Something to do with a little bit of a mod conflict, I suppose, of some sort. But no big deal. Withered feral ghoul. I don't really like the sound of that. It's one of the more difficult ghoul enemies, isn't it? So obviously they're starting to spawn now. Yeah, interesting. The whole time we've been playing with the real AI mod, obviously we've been at a low level. It's taken us a long time to level up because we started with the custom special of 0 or 1 special across the board. So it's taken us a long time to get any serious skills. Now that I'm not sure how much that affects level rate, but you know, if you're starting out with 1 in intelligence, it would have some effect. For sure. Fucking hell. Sorry. I need to try to stop swearing. Who's he? Who are you shooting at? Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea. Interested in coming to work for me? This is another named NPC, named settler, wandering the world.
Thanks. See you there in a day or two.
So we're making contacts, you know. She's got a sniper rifle and a sneakers hard hat, whatever that means. So hopefully this time we can keep her as a settler. The last time, the guy we met, he'll still be there, hopefully. Whatever his name was, McDermott, Charles McDermott. We lost him, didn't we, because we died. So hopefully we can keep at least one settler. Oh, I'm going around in a circle here. Alright, which way are we headed? Let's head west. Got 90 rounds for this gun. Caravan worker, you don't usually see those guys dying. Cambridge construction site, hey? Oh, we got another story here. Let's get to that in a sec. Yeah, I forgot to actually have a look at this gun with the sight on it. When we stopped at the weapons workbench.
Now, once again, it's time for another story from the Story Lady. What are you going to tell us today, Story Lady?
Today I'll tell you the story of the Princess and the Pea. One stormy night, a young girl came to the door of a castle and insisted she was a princess. It so happened that the young prince was looking for a wife, but this girl was so wet and bedraggled that no one could tell if she was a real princess. So they gave her a stack of 20 mattresses to sleep on, and without her knowing, they put a tiny pea under the bottom mattress. A true princess, they knew, could never sleep comfortably with that pea under those 20 mattresses. And the next morning, a wonderful thing happened. The princess awakened and sat up in bed, whereupon she cracked her head on the ceiling and went around for the rest of her life claiming she was Rory Calhoun.
Thank you, Story Lady. Next time, boys and girls, the Story Lady will tell us all how to palm an ace and win at blackjack.
Some of these stories are pretty crazy, aren't they? Right, let's just have a look here with our gear that we've got to see whether or not we can. No, we still can't. Believe it or not, it's because we don't have aluminium, which is one of the most common resources in the Commonwealth with regards to the tin cans. So there is a very good chance. Did I pack that away, did I? Maybe I did. There is a very good chance that very soon we will, or nearby, we'll be able to find some little tin cans around. And so, you know, if we do, we'll come back here. We need 3 lots of aluminium. Some more nuclear material, which is good, but I don't think we picked up any aluminium there. Sounds like there's a few more turrets around. Oh, what do you reckon? Is that Is that a death? Is that a certain death, or is there something down there? Well, this place is just completely empty, isn't it? Maybe I can hear a little bit of stomping. Is there another level to this place? Maybe not. Okay, well that's that. That's that area cleared. Alright, if we clear one more area, I'll give us a save. What's this place? Chances are, I guess there might be somebody in here. This gun does work, doesn't it? Now, come on now. I need a few little pieces of aluminium somewhere. What have we got here? That's steel. So weird, isn't it, that there's no aluminium lying around? It's usually tin cans all over the place. Alright, well that's that. I'll let us save. Is this it then? This doesn't go through to anywhere else? Guess not. Yeah, that's a couple of areas clear, so I'm happy to let us save on top of that. So, yeah, I guess we just keep pushing on. Lots of nuclear material laying around. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're really pushing this carry capacity now. But we're still under for the time being. Tin cans? No, I remember searching that place. So let's just see where we are on the map right now. Okay, we don't want to be going that way just yet. Have we been in the church yet? Yeah, okay, so we are still making a little bit of progress with the exploration. Slowly but surely. Are these recent deaths? They are. Tracer rounds, yeah, nice. So that's the loads of ammo mod at work again. Good to know it is working. It most likely won't work with every gun though. So we'll have to see how we go. Usually when you add in a mod like that, if you've got something like, well, we've got about 20 or 30 weapons installed, if not more, 30 plus, and so, you know, very often it won't work straight out the box with every weapon mod. You have to do a lot of work tweaking things. And I took a little bit of a look at it, but I wasn't particularly interested in getting deep into some Fallout 4 modding when I installed it. So here we are, back over at West Everett Estates. I'm pretty sure we've got this place looted. Well, what do you know? Anyway, we're nearly at home now, and we can build the weapons workbench because we have level 2 gun nut, and I said that's what we would have to get for ourselves before we're able to build. Now there is an underground place here, but I'm pretty sure we cleared this out. Oh, I don't know if I've been up here yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've already been down here, but... Let's just double check. And there's an armor workbench here too. Didn't leave any... Oh, we did. We left a little bit of gear down here. Not much, though. Not much at all. Okay, let's see... see if we can do anything with this. I don't know if we can do anything with this yet. So that's pocketed. We might be able to get some more pocketed gear here. Oh, we don't have any of the supplies. So it's around about now that I think I would like to start to invest in the perks that when we scrap items, we get more components from them. Scrapper. Well, Scrapper's one of them. I'm sure there's probably others. There's probably others that do contribute. Alright, let's maybe cheese this situation a little bit. Just to get us through. Alright guys, I'm just gonna run home and I suppose... Ooh, what have we got here? Not much. Dog meat. Tell you what, can we cook anything while we're here? No, actually, let's do all this at home. Let's go home and have a minute to ourselves. And we shall spend a little bit of time there. Just working on some guns, checking out our perks. Let's go and take stock of where we're at in the world. Alright, I'll see you there unless anything else happens. So hopefully our water purifier has gone to work for us and it will have resupplied. Alright guys, so what we're going to do here is drop off, well, a lot of our gear. Alright, so I'm not going to cut this. We're going to, maybe for this part of this episode, we're just going to hang out together. And you can chill here with me a little bit. And we'll just, yeah, we'll just take a look. I'm not using any of this stuff, am I? I'll keep some of this on me. I usually just keep one of each. And we'll drop all this off and then reorganize ourselves. Except for the bobby pins. These ones we have to keep. And the junk, we'll get our junk transferred over too. And let's drop these off so we can take stock. We do have one mini nuke. That's good. 38 rounds, we've literally got hundreds and hundreds of them. Thousands of them, actually. So that's good. Alright. What's that? Oh, that's the cow, isn't it? That's the cow, the Brahmin making that noise. Let's have a little bit of a look at whether or not our purified water... Yeah, we've picked up quite a few of those. So, we've got some food already cooked. Was it that? The Red Scorpion steak? I don't know. One of them actually helped our situation. Our carry capacity situation. Alright, let me get the rest of the junk from our conquest bag. And we will deposit all of that in place. Now, do we have any levels just before we do anything else? No. So, can we now build the weapons workbench? I'm pretty sure we can. Now, this thing, I'm not sure if this is working properly. Some of these workbenches need work to make them fully functional. Which I can do as we explore. If we find out that something's not working properly, I can do what I can do. Alright, so the weapons workbench is now done. Now what this means for us is I'm going to allow us to build the universal workbench, the one that we can take with us, so that we can now do weapons modifications on the fly. So this here, great. So we can now Now you can't look at these, can you, before you build them? Like, you can't inspect the weapon just to look down the sight. Anyway, it's the only one we can make. And it uses some of our resources, but nothing really. Alright, let's take a look at that. So, I've realised this whole thing with the weapon modding being an issue. It's not that it's a big problem, it's just... It can affect, you know, how ads run on your channel. So it's not really something we have to worry about. Now that is much better. That is looking real cool. Yeah, I can definitely work with that. Alright, what else we got? So I don't actually have all of my guns with me. I feel like this audio's getting to me a bit. Alright, I can't really do much, unfortunately, about the sound without turning off the sound effects completely. Which is obviously something we're not going to do, so you can bear with it. It's the effect of true storms. It really turns the volume up quite significantly. Right, so what I'm actually looking for here is our weapons. What weapons do we want to have with us? This thing I want to change the sight on, and I want to use this sight. Honestly, I think that's kind of it. I'm not too fussed about messing around with anything else for now. Not until some more weapons kind of surface for us. So let's just go and have a look at this. This weapon we've got here is an absolute beast. This thing, it's going to really serve us well. So, oh wait, there was one more weapon that we had, which I kind of forgot about because we ran out of ammo for it pretty quickly. This. Now, we'll see what we can do about potentially crafting ammo. I don't know if we can craft ammo or craft that ammo, but we'll see how we go. So for now, can't really do anything with this either. We're not going to worry about this anymore now that we've got this. So these don't seem to have... actually... Oh wait, never mind. They do have crafting requirements. They just don't have perk requirements. What does this do? Gives us a much better range. Gun nut rank 2. We're going for it, guys. I don't know what a lot of this stuff means. I have no idea what improved rifling means. I've said this before. I'm not a gun guy. The countries I grew up in, the countries I have grown up in, guns, it's illegal to own weapons unless you have specific licenses. You know, like you own a farm or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. You can't just go out and get a gun, is what I'm saying. Okay, great. Look at this. So, an 80 round magazine, which is extremely heavy. I mean, honestly, I think I'll take a 24 round mag. But what am I doing? Because... Am I on the wrong gun here? I am. So I'll tell you what, let's do it this way then. Let's take the parts off of this. Can we do that? Not sure if it works that way actually for this. No, it doesn't seem to work the same way for these guns as it does for the regular vanilla guns. Alright, give me a second here. Okay, after a heck of a lot of work, I am really glad that I made a cut there. We've basically pimped out all of our weapons seriously. So this is our little handgun that we've got. Fires 38, does a decent amount of damage. It's basically our silenced pistol, you know, our Spec Ops pistol. This shotgun is just insanely powerful now. This has been practically fully maxed out. We've been able to put the best of everything on that, and this AKM, which we're going to be swapping out for the FN FAL that we had. It does have a bit of a scope on it, so we'll get a little bit of a zoom with this. Semi-auto and automatic fire capable. I think it fits 40 rounds. Yep, we've got a 7.62, which is 308. I don't know if that's the right conversion, but you know, whatever. We've got 308 rounds. It's going to do enough damage for us. And this now means we've got a very, very decent weapon for long-range encounters, which has been one of the things, probably the thing that we struggle with the most with regards to, you know, taking on enemies at a distance. It's not gonna give us a lot of zoom, you know, an insane amount of zoom. I don't want a sniper rifle or anything, but I do feel it's gonna be more than adequate for what we're looking for. And alright, so what are we going to do from here is we're going to try and level up Armourer and Blacksmith as we go so that we can start to level up our clothing. And since we are now much better equipped, I think there were a group of gunners somewhere over here somewhere. I forget exactly where it was. Maybe it was more over this way. Then we're going to go and see if we can pay them a visit and just see exactly what sort of damage we can do with this weapon. So I spent probably about 20 minutes modifying all of these weapons, so I'm glad I made it got there. I did say I wasn't going to, but you know, with the episode would be over basically. Alrighty. Yeah, I think I've saved. I'm pretty sure I saved. I hope I did. Now, don't get me wrong. We'll still die very quickly. However, so will they. I think I want to stick with the Molotovs. Yeah, it was this base up here, wasn't it? Is there a little farm down here, is there? So this thing's just going to be great for, you know, sneaking through buildings. And this thing is going to be great for not sneaking through anywhere. Oh, abandoned tractor. Okay. Nice. So yeah, we've got more than enough supplies back at our home base to deal with all of the crafting that we want to do now. Not sure if I've looked inside this building yet. Now, one of the challenges we kind of face here is, or potentially is, you know, I've got a feeling this gun, especially this gun, is going to one-shot anything that it makes contact with, whether it hits them in the head or not. So we'll have to test that out. At the end of the day, it's one of the tricky elements of modding. Especially when, you know, the majority of your gameplay is spent in the early game. We tend to set the mods up for that immersive tactical experience. The problem being, if you then reach level 15 or 20 or whatever, and you've leveled up all your weapons, and your armor's impenetrable, well, you know, you're now essentially undefeatable, and the tactical gunplay goes out the window. So I'll keep an eye on it. Potentially, we might have to do a little bit of tweaking of things. And just to make sure that we don't develop too much damage resistance. I mean, it sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's single... Oh, was that actually in full auto mode, was it? Yeah, okay, it was. What's going on here? Give me all the loot, please. Yeah, it's kind of weird that these places keep populating themselves. Maybe there were just enemies wandering through here. Hard to say. Okay, let's see how we do this time. We'll test out the shotgun. Obviously, this thing's killer. It's absolutely killer. So, you know, there's that. It's weird because you work up to this and then now you need tougher enemies. You know what I mean? You sort of get this whole superhero feel. Okay, so this shotgun is not so overpowered. That's good. So that was a nice little test. I'm glad it wasn't killing them at that range anyway. So the enemies do scale with us. Enemies do increase damage and resistance. It's just a question of whether or not they scale with the weapons. You know, modded weapons without a lot of attention and work. Oh, have I not made ammo for this gun yet? After I had to reload. Okay, well this puts us in a situation. Well, that gun is far beyond overpowered, so that's really good to know. Okay, so it turns out that this, in that encounter we just had then, this gun was not upgraded again. I hadn't saved that. So we're going to head out one more time over to where we were. Just seeing if we can take on those super mutants and gunners. And let's see how these weapons do for us. So we're just in a little bit of a testing phase here, because I do need to know how well or how unwell these weapons perform. Because obviously that's what influences my decision making as to where we're going to be headed next, potentially. Whether or not we head deeper into the city now that our weapons have been upgraded. Or do we need to wait until we've upgraded our armor first? So the headshots have always been completely lethal. You know, we've got a mod in that makes headshots kill shots every time, which I felt really balanced out the difficulty that we were in. You know, even if we're taking on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 enemies, if we're skilled with those headshots, we can chew through them in potentially 10 shots with any weapon. And so, you know, it's a case of get good, right? You got to get good, but I'm curious to see how much damage these weapons do to the body. So yeah, anyway, let's see how we go. We're in a little bit of a testing phase here. Oh, we got raiders over here, do we? Well, I mean, these guns are going to chew through raiders. Got a pretty significant recoil. Tell you what, that hit him from a distance, that did. You know what? The recoil on this is quite significant. Where did that other one go? Did he run? Should have run. Yeah, the recoil on this thing. It's quite interesting. It's definitely made a difference. Now, where? That was it? No, come on now. Okay, let's see if we can head up and take on those gunners. They don't feel like god tier weapons in terms of like, you know, there's enough little quirks to them. The shotgun is still slow. It's still got a slow rate of fire. And it takes a little while to reload. This thing, it's got a limited close quarters capacity, you know, because of the sight on it. And yeah, it's quite a wild, it's got a bit of a wild recoil. And this thing too, this feels heavy. It feels like a heavy handgun. So it's not going to be easy, I don't think, to be super accurate with and quick at the same time. So I'm quite happy with that, as weird as that might sound. Nobody wants god tier weapons in a game like this. When you're going for tactical combat, it's sort of experience. Now, obviously, this is significant. So weapons I'm happy with. Now we need to upgrade our armor. Alright guys, I've actually had enough for the day. It's been a very long day. I've done a lot of recording today. So I'm going to pause the recording here, and we've got about another 20 minutes to go in the episode, and I will catch you sometime tomorrow. And we are back. So, since we've done, you know, it's been a little bit of a testing episode, I feel, this one, hasn't it? We've been messing around a lot with our weapons. So, for the last 20 minutes or so, we're just going to give ourselves a nice, simple objective of trying to explore a little closer to our home base. So just here, we've got a few buildings here to check out, and this one here. So nothing too extravagant or extreme. Just checking our ammunition here. We are good to go. Now, I can't remember if we've cleared this building. We have discovered it. Oh, this is the fun building. Is it? Yeah, we haven't done this one in this episode. Alright, it just became a little bit... Have we done this one in this episode? Oh wait, no, this is a different one. This is not the one I'm thinking of. We may have been in here. Oh, okay, we haven't been in here.
Someone there.
I'm dead. I haven't been up for very long. I'm literally still having my coffee. So, you know, there is that. Now, I forgot to say when we got in there, that was a zone. We are committed to that zone. And so we will re-venture over. Alright, let's try this again. This time we know, well, we don't really know what we're in store for. But we certainly know we're in store for something. That might help. That might help our situation a little bit. Oh wow, there's a lot of enemies in here, isn't there? Oh my Jesus. So, obviously, Coming in here may have been a mistake. I suppose these could be helpful to us right now. I mean, we have them, so let's make use of them, right? Although I'd like to get my other grenades equipped. I don't know.
Gonna splatter your brain!
Son, come on now. I need to stay close to this or I'm gonna get shot. I don't know where they are.
You disappear! No!
Oh, wow. This is intense. Okay. Just bear with me. We're just going to stick with this, guys, for the episode. I don't know whether or not we can make it through this. Get that on 8 as well. So they did help, didn't they? But I think the frags are probably a better option. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? This is ridiculous. This is not the way I wanted to start my day, guys. 6, 7. I don't know, something. Let's just try it. I feel like I'm a bit stuck here now. I'm just gonna go all in, guys. It's beyond desperate at this point. Oh, I killed myself that time. I feel like we were doing that pretty good then. Right, I've just done my little weapon switches, and then we're going to save. I'm sticking with this because we're committed. You know how it is. No! Damn, I didn't see him there. Mate, this is ridiculous. Oh, dude, I don't think I can do this, eh? Alright, I'm going to have to change my tactic because this is not working. Okay, let's see if we can get into this place. I don't know, there's stealth, I guess, is an option, but it's not really, is it? Is it really an option? There's nowhere else to go. There's just nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go. Okay, I think I'm done here, aren't I? I've basically screwed up. Have I? Have I? And I can just stay here potentially. Uh-oh. Oh my god. There are so many in there. I didn't know. Guys, we're in serious trouble here. Alright guys, I admit defeat. I admit defeat. Well, we've lost this, we go back, Okay, the sacrifice wasn't too bad. Unfortunately, well, we've upgraded all of our weapons. So we're not going back to the morning, alright? Not this time. It's too much right now for where I'm at. And, you know, if I go back to the morning, which is the start of this episode, I think, or the start of the last episode, having to mod all these weapons again, it's a little bit too much for where I'm at. So, give me a second. Alright, so I think I'm going to have to chalk this episode up to a bit of a throwaway. This isn't normally how we play. Obviously, I've been testing out the weapons, and usually there is a consequence for needing to, you know, for walking into a zone like that and then having to retreat. But this time, I'm going to let myself off with it, because otherwise I'm going to have to sit here for another half an hour just remodding all the weapons. So the progress that we lose is really insignificant. It's just weapon modding, so it's okay, it's an annoyance, but I'm annoyed anyway. So I've got that part out of it. Alright, so for now, we've got about 10 minutes left. We're just gonna keep pushing our original objective. That place is mental. I don't want to go anywhere near it. I think maybe when we get some what do you call it? Some better armor, then okay, we might have a half a chance. In a way though, I'm actually quite happy that happened, because as I was kind of talking to you about, well, earlier in this episode, you know, once you upgrade your weapons, the game can get a bit easy. What the hell? The game can get a little bit easy if we are sort of overpowered. Who the hell is this person? Bench. That's not... What's going on here then? This person seems to be inaccessible. Is that a raider? I mean, it looks a little bit like a raider, doesn't it? I don't know what's going on there, guys. Just leave her to it, I suppose. Can't talk to her. Dogs. So yeah, it's nice to know that there are still environments. Technically, I think it's probably something to do with the numbers in there, because the enemies aren't too tough. But they're tough enough. And with the numbers, it counterbalances our now increased weaponry. Alright. So, let's just see exactly where we are. Let's have a little look here. See what locations we've got to explore. We're still in the situation where we just really need to level up. I think getting our armor taken care of is going to be one of our next objectives. I'll tell you what we'll do soon. Together, you and I, we will head back to our base, and we'll do a little bit of building, because I know we've got a couple of, or one settler on the way to us, which should be here within a couple of days. And I wouldn't mind putting a little bit of time and thought, just a little bit, into organising our settlement a bit better than it already is organised. I mean, it isn't organised, we've just cleared everything, so essentially it's unorganised. This place looks like it literally had a bomb dropped on it. Oh, the office is interesting. Let's check this place out. I'm not sure if I've been in here before. Okay, that's just a regular combat rifle. Alright. That was interesting. Raiders. Yep. No loot. Oh, they were kicking the crap out of this safe, were they? Well, let's open it up for them, I suppose. Find out what goodies we've got inside. 10mm pistol. Slocum's buzz bites. Aren't those the things that kill you when you eat them or damage you? I took one once and I had 2 health. If it's those, if it is what I'm thinking about, I only had 2 health and I ate it and it killed me. So these guys can all hang out together on the couch. Not sure what I just picked up there. There you go. Happy little groups. Okay, alright, let's head back home. So this has been a little bit all over, I feel, this episode, but you know, we can't expect every episode to be thrilling and perfect, you know. It's one of those things yeah, look, we've got a settler here. I have had to learn to accept about making these videos, especially because of the fact that I don't edit them, or very rarely I edit them. I mean, I have to combine 2. I've recorded 2 episodes here, so I have to bring them together. But I don't go through the videos and chop and change and cut out parts. I just basically play the game and upload it. So I've had to accept in life that every video isn't going to be the most exciting, entertaining, fresh, new, wonderful, amazing thing, which obviously we would love all of our videos to be that. But that's just not the way it works, is it? Sometimes the video might be a bit slow. I might be a bit off, a bit grumpy, a bit moody, a bit tired or something. So anyway, I know some of you hardcore ChillNPlayGames fans who've been here for a long time, you just love it anyway, don't you? You just love whatever I create, which is actually really cool. It's like unconditional acceptance. Although I suppose maybe it's not completely unconditional, but some of you just like to watch anyway. I'm going to do a little bit of a video on this today. I've had some realizations. Lately about things, about YouTubing things. All right, so let's just have a little peek here. Did we have anything we wanted to discard? Get rid of that. That's too many stim packs. Oh, I suppose I never think of this stuff, guys. Honestly, I really just never think of it. Like, was it psycho, damage resistance, damage increase? It probably wouldn't have done much for us, but it might have helped a little bit. Not sure if those things stack. We don't really have... Maybe we have a little bit of junk to deposit. Alright, so what I would like to do immediately is... Also, this shotgun is slightly underwhelming. I think I need to upgrade the rate of fire on it because it's pretty slow, isn't it? I mean, it's a shotgun. I would love to get like some slugs, some as opposed to buckshot. We've got buckshot installed. I'd love to be able to shoot this from a distance. However, if you would like to spend a few minutes with me, let's just organize ourselves a little bit here. This area is going to be our workshop. I press this. So we're going to have a little, just a little indoor workshop for now. Wouldn't mind like a little little doorway. Do they have those in this game? Just a small... I mean, I don't want to block... Maybe I shouldn't have used this. Store that. Okay, so first of all, maybe I get the door installed. Wow, yeah, it's this game, isn't it? The menus are great. I love them. I can always find my way around the menus really easily. But we all know that. We all know that that's a problem. So, yeah, this... is this all we have? Right, I need a second. Alright, I found something a bit more appropriate in the CVC mod. Dead Wasteland. So I'm really, yeah, that's kind of all I'm really looking for. I wouldn't mind like a small wall. So this is going to be our little private kind of workstation area. And we don't have an area upstairs here. Oh yeah, we do. Never mind. Okay, well let's create some small kind of bedrooms, I suppose, here. Now, obviously, we're very poor, aren't we, at the moment? So we're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna go upgrading the whole roof. Our settlers, for the time being, are probably gonna have to share a small bedroom. Now, we only have one settler, and I would love eventually for them to have their own. Well, their own bedrooms, but for now, you know, we have to make do with what we've got. And that's just the way it is, I suppose, in the wasteland. Let's give them a little, just a little cabinet so they can share. Actually, no, let's give them something a bit more appropriate for each settler to have. A small little bedside cabinet, which they can put all of their junk onto and into. And that's probably not the most attractive version of that. But I get so flustered, you know, when I'm trying to do this sort of stuff on camera. Do you know why? Because when I do this myself, I take so long. I forget everything that I'm trying to do where the last item was that I looked at, what I'm trying to achieve, I will take minutes to literally decide what I even want to put in the room, and then I take even more minutes, extra minutes, remembering where that item is. Can I unsnap this? It's confusing me. Anyway, let's put this a little bit more aligned with the current wall that's there. So obviously we will upgrade. You know, this roof needs to be fixed, or it at least needs a level to shelter. This is my bed. I mean, our settlers can't complain, can they? Because, you know, they've got their own room. I'm just out here in the main area. So I treat my settlers better than myself. Okay, so food. Oh yeah, we've got... Not sure if we actually have food planted. We do have a little bit, don't we? But we don't have any settlers to propagate, if that's the right word. Anyway, let's add some carrots. A couple carrots. A couple pieces of corn. Now, obviously, this isn't going to do much for us until settlers actually arrive. Oh, we've got an actual garden plot. Scavenging station bell. I suppose getting one of these up is wise because, you know, we are going to be, well, making use of settlers more. And should we even... Is it too early to put up a recruitment beacon? Oh, yeah, we've got combat settlers. Great. That's a great mod to have. I can't remember whether I have the attack mod in here, the settlement attack mod. If I don't, I think I'll put it in. This series was never really about settling, but, you know, we're here, so let's get into it a little bit. Alright, I need to look. Okay, I am going to put a recruitment beacon in. I don't know whether or not we will use it yet, whether we'll actually have it going just yet. I need to deactivate that. Yeah, we'll put it in. Where's a good place for a recruitment beacon? On this? Yeah, let's do it. Probably not super like logical and lore friendly, but I'm just thinking of like a, you know, a high place. Now I need some more of these little things, which are going to be in power. Here, aren't they? And I suppose connecting it maybe across the front like this would make sense. I'm just going to put these here for the time being, and then I'll fix them up in terms of how we want them to properly look at some point. And I think that'll probably do it. So let's get this connected. Does it reach? No, it doesn't. Have I literally put it in exactly the properly wrong spot? Good, good. Alright, guys, are these normally this small? I shrunk them, didn't I? Yeah, I think that's actually how normally small they are. We can make them bigger. I wouldn't mind them being a bit higher up, actually. There's probably a bigger version that I'm just not patient enough to... Okay, so we've got a signal. We've got a signal. See what I mean? How flustered I get? Now, that power pylon would have been a good choice, but, you know, I don't need anything massive. I always thought these were a bit bigger. What do I press here? Is it 9? No. Never mind. I'll get to that later. I've got to figure out what hotkeys it is to make things bigger. I'd like them to be, you know, maybe half the size of this pole here. But first, I actually want to turn this off because we don't want anyone to be recruited just yet. Okay, that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Sometimes, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. The episode's fine. It was fun, wasn't it? Okay, it wasn't what it normally was. It's a bit of a deviation from what we were doing, but, you know, at some point, we've got to take...
I don't think we've met yet.
Hi.
Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for the opportunity. Any place you want me to pitch in?
Yeah, actually.
Sure.
Is he going to follow me now, or do I have to do this? Yeah. Do this in settlement mode, right? Oh, wait, it was going to... Oh, you don't have to be in settlement mode. I think I might have accidentally cancelled the...
Sure thing.
The thing there. Yeah, alright. So, I can do it in settlement mode. Now, where are... Is he just... Oh, he's automatically doing it himself. Fine, okay, so we've got our farmer. We will rename him at some point. I think I can do that. We'll give him a nice name. We'll get to know him. Anyway, we've got our first settler. We actually have another one on the way, the named settler, which is the one that I was building the room for, but we did build an extra bed, so, you know, we could fit another 1 or 2 more beds in there for the time being too. Alright, I'm going to let go. It's fine. It's all good. I'm happy. I'm happy with, well, you know, the way that this turned out eventually. It's just really difficult sometimes when you die so often. And you walk into these episodes thinking about trying to make progress. But at the end of the day, it's gameplay. And gameplay's fun. And I should be trying to just enjoy myself anyway, shouldn't I? Without holding myself up to too much of a high standard. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of a video on this sort of thing soon, because I have had some realizations about some certain things. Anyway, I won't go into it here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. Thank you for bearing with me, as always. And thank you for watching and being here. Alright, I'm going to see you again very soon in another video. Goodbye for now.